Hey guys, it's Taylor. For people who've been previously subscribed to my channel, hello, welcome back. It's been a very long time. For people who haven't seen my previous videos, my name is Taylor. I did videos a long time ago on my transition from female to male. I haven't uploaded a video in 2.5 years. The last video I did was a life update and a 1 year and 7 months on T update. I'm now 4 years on testosterone. It's been, I would like to say that I've been very busy, but I really haven't been that busy. I think I've just been so kind of, I don't know, just busy with life in general. So I stopped making YouTube videos for one specific reason, which was really that I became disinterested in my own transition. It got to a point where every video that I was doing, I was kind of stating the same facts, saying the same things, day in, day out, week in, week out, whatever, however long it was that I was doing in between videos. I think it was weekly or monthly. Or like I tried to do like one every couple of weeks, one every month, something like that. And I just kind of got disinterested in my own transition, in terms of, yeah, there was not really much to update, but it didn't become this big, it wasn't this big thing for me anymore as it was previously. So when I first started to transition, it was all really exciting and it was all new and, you know, there was loads of things happening, and then it just kind of petered out and there just wasn't really much that was kind of happening in my life to do with my transition. It was mainly just life that was happening. So I made the decision to stop making YouTube videos, and I made the decision to delist my videos because I wasn't keeping up with them, and I guess that they helped some people, but they really weren't getting that many views. I mean, even now, my most viewed video is like 1,000 views or something. So it really wasn't that, you know, it wasn't like a massive channel or anything. So I just decided to delist all my videos. I mean, I still have them on there, so I can still re-upload them or like re-list them or whatever if I decide to in the future. But a lot of it, I just decided to just delist everything because I kind of lost interest in my own transition. I wasn't keeping up with it. And, you know, when I checked my YouTube channel, there was people who had sent me messages from like 3-4 months ago, and I just felt awful that I hadn't replied to them. And I didn't want people to think, like, you know, to message me on, you know, leave comments on my videos for them to think that I just didn't care. Because it's not that I didn't care, you know, they were messaging me or whatever. I just didn't care about my own transition, really. It was kind of, I classed it as done. Or, you know, the changes that I wanted to happen had basically happened, and I was happy in my life. So it got to that point, and, you know, I've just decided to do a transition update because it's been so long, and I kind of wanted to put it next to my last video for myself, but I decided to upload it as well, just to see what kind of audience is still out there. You know, decide whether to relist my videos, see if anyone's, you know, actually interested in these kinds of videos. So in terms of my transition update, like I said before, I'm now 4 years on testosterone. I, as you can see, have got a tiny bit of facial hair coming in. It needs shaving off. It doesn't really come in that kind of, well, you can't really see it. I get a little bit here. I still suffer with acne a bit. It's been quite bad recently. Well, not quite bad, but this is kind of the worst it's been for quite a while. Transition-wise, yeah, I had my top surgery back in 2016, so I'm now 3 years, 3.5 years post-top surgery, 3 and a bit years post-top surgery. I'm still having the Nebido injections once every 3 months. I still have the Prostat once every 3 months. I'm still waiting on a hysterectomy. I have a consultation in September, so hopefully then I will be able to go forward and get a hysterectomy done. The issue that I'm having really is that the NHS are refusing to do it because it's deemed as not necessary. When I've appealed or when I've tried to go privately, a couple of hospitals have come back saying that their gynecologists don't do that surgery, which I think is rubbish. But that's just, I can't say anything against that because that's just their decision, you know. So that's that. So I'm still waiting for my hysterectomy, but in terms of my transition, everything else is just pretty much fine. I'm trying to think of like what's changed. I mean, like, you know, I'm getting hairier, still getting hairier. I'm starting to get hairs on my chest now. My arms are really hairy. My feet are hairy. My everything's hairy. And apart from that, I mean, my voice has probably dropped a little bit more than what it was a couple of years ago. Apart from that, nothing really has changed transition-wise. I mean, my life has been pretty busy in terms of I've been quite busy working. So my last video when I made it, so that was back in February, I was still working for Domino's. A few months later, I got a job in an office where I was working kind of from 8 till 5:30 most days, getting home about 6 o'clock. So by the time I got home every day, I just wanted to go to bed. Just eat, go to bed, just do whatever needed doing. I didn't really find myself even having time for making videos, so it kind of fell along the wayside, or whatever the saying is. So yeah, I just continue to work. I don't work there anymore. I left a couple of months ago due to my mental health getting pretty bad. So I've suffered from a lot of depression and anxiety again recently, which hasn't been great, but it didn't help. My job didn't help, so I decided to take the jump and leave, which was a really big decision for me, but I do not regret it at all. I went from a very well-paid job to now working in a cinema where I'm pretty much earning minimum wage, getting like 25 hours-ish a week. So I'm really not getting paid a lot at all, but I'm enjoying it. It's given me more free time to be able to spend with my family, spend with my partner. I don't even know like where I was up to with I don't think I was with my previous partner, but I now have a boyfriend. I've been with him since April the 1st last year, so I've been with him a year and a half now, or nearly a year and a half, pretty much a year and a half. So yeah, it just gives me more time to spend with him, excuse me, spend with my family, spend on doing things that I personally enjoy, so playing games, reading books, going out, going to the cinema, still goes to the cinema a lot, and just doing things that I enjoy and just trying to get my mental health back to where it was. It's slowly getting a little bit better, but it did get quite bad at one point, and yeah, it wasn't great. So I reduced my hours at work. My old workplace were really good with it. I reduced my hours by 10 hours a week, then got it back up to 5, but it just wasn't helping. It just was, I mean, well, it was helping, I guess, but it just wasn't working for me. I had to leave. That was just the only decision, and ended up working okay. Like I said, money-wise, I'm not getting as much money, but I'm still lucky in the fact that I live with my parents, so, you know, I don't have a mortgage or, you know, rent to pay as such. I just pay my parents so much, and that's that. Oh, so I always kind of just ramble on these videos, so I kind of wrote some stuff down. So yeah, my current job, I work at a cinema. I don't really know what I want to do with my life at the moment. I mean, I'm 26 now, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm floating. I've wanted to get into doing videos more, but I've not really had the time or the passion to kind of start doing videos again. I think I'm going to do like a new channel and start doing something on like a passion that I have. I feel that my transition is a passion of mine, but I don't feel that it's something that I would be able to passionately talk about or discuss for weeks and weeks and weeks and years upon end. I don't feel like it's ever changing for me. I feel like I'm kind of done now. once I've had, I've had my top surgery, I've had my testosterone, I feel like there's not really an update for me. I mean, once I have my hysterectomy, for me, that's my transition complete, and I don't want bottom surgery. I haven't wanted it ever. I mean, there was a point where I was like, maybe I want it, maybe I don't. But no, I don't want it. I still stand by my decision of not wanting top surgery. Not wanting bottom surgery. So for me now, once I've had my hysterectomy, that's kind of my transition finished in regards to me. So I don't feel like there's really anywhere that I can go in terms of making videos for my transition. I mean, I guess I can talk about some experiences and things like that, and I guess, I suppose if anyone even still gets notifications on these videos, if anyone, wants me to talk about anything or relist a video, then, sure, let me know. But I don't know, I just don't really have, it's just not really a massive part of my life anymore. I mean, I'm just kind of, I'm just me. I've transitioned, I am now a guy, I do everything just normally now. I just live my life, There are still a lot of trans YouTubers out there that upload daily or weekly, monthly on, transition updates, on products and things like that, or even just their life in general. But I just don't find anything to really talk about in terms of my transition anymore, which I guess is kind of, linking back to why I stopped making these videos. So in terms of what I'm wanting to do going forward with my life, I really don't know, but I want to get into something more creative. I'm, kind of fed up of the daily grind of working. I mean, the cinema kind of cuts it up a little bit because I work shifts, so I work different hours each day, each week. But I just want to kind of do something that I enjoy without standing there getting paid like £8 whatever an hour, like minimum wage. It's, I think I just want a better life, and I guess everyone kind of wants that. So that's kind of where I'm looking at the moment. What else has happened in my life? So I've recently been diagnosed with gastritis. Since January, I've been pretty unwell. I don't know if kind of you can see like physically whether you can tell I've lost a lot of weight compared to my last videos, but I had quite a chubby face. I mean, I guess it's still kind of chubby for my size because I'm like extremely thin and stuff, but yeah, I've lost a lot of weight and it's not been great. Gastritis is kind of like I don't even really know what it is. I think it's like an issue with your stomach lining or something. It basically just makes you feel like you have a stomach bug 24/7, which is not fun at all. I think they class my gastritis as mild because I've not like been physically sick with it or anything like that. But I have it quite bad, which is kind of gone hand in hand with my mental health declining. So I've only recently got that diagnosis. So I'm kind of now working on getting better, getting myself in a better mindset, trying to help myself rather than sit around and, feel like shit basically every day and just worry about how I feel and try and help myself feel better. I stopped going to the gym back in January because I did feel so unwell and I didn't know what caused it. Originally I thought I had a bout of like food poisoning and it just kind of never stopped. It's just really weird. So yeah, it feels like stomach bug, feels like food poisoning pretty much every day for me, which is really awful. And it's affected my mental health. It's affected my anxiety really, really badly. I applied through the NHS to have therapy, but I'm still waiting 7 months later to have therapy. So the NHS is very, very kind of very slow on these things because there's just so much demand and there's no money being ploughed into it. But I guess that's another topic. So yeah, I stopped going to the gym. I went to the gym again today for the first time in like 7-8 months. And at the moment I feel really good about it. I'm really happy that I'm back in the gym. I had a good session today. I took it easy, so I'm going to try and start, getting my diet better for my stomach, helping myself more, going to the gym, getting a bit better, feeling better about myself overall. I was also diagnosed with celiac disease in December, so I'm now eating gluten-free pretty much every meal. Well, every meal is definitely gluten-free. I don't eat gluten at all now. I try and eat as dairy-free as possible because dairy upsets my stomach quite a bit, and I'm kind of making a food diary to see if anything else sets off any symptoms for me. But typically it's just gluten and dairy-free that I try and stick to most of the time. So yeah, diet-wise and lifestyle-wise, it's not great at the moment, but you know, it could be worse, and people are having a much tougher time than I am. So I try and stay positive as much as possible, even though it can be really difficult at times. So yeah, I guess I'm just putting this video out there because I don't know, I've had the day off today, I got bored. I kind of came across my old videos and thought, oh, why don't I do an update? So yeah, I'm doing an update. So this has kind of been my 4 years on testosterone update, and a little bit of a life update as well. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that you know, want to talk about or anything, mental health wise, anything wise, you know, I guess there's always people out there, and if you want to come to me or message me or whatever, feel free. If you want me to make any specific videos, just let me know. Anything like that. But yeah, hope you're all doing great. Hope everyone's okay. Let me know how you're all doing. And maybe see you guys in the next video if I do one. If not, then yeah, just hope you're all doing well. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, catch you later, guys.